EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3.
On the quick, right?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, uno. Hey, south. Under. Why, Tony?
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
19 Texas. Hey, uno. Hey, uno Mars.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line.
Hey! Why Tony?
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Oh, ready. 19 Texas.
Stroud sets up the play action. That's complete. It's Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right. Buggy. 19 Texans.
The throwing again is Stroud. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throw left side complete. That's Quinn. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Look to hot.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Easy. Yellow. Sunday.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 33-yard line.
On the quick, right? Hey, south. Hey.
Now Stroud. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
A give right side for Pacheco. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Right side caught by Jackson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Under. Buggy.
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Look the hot.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
15. Hey, 57. Where's it?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Hey, 57.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And Diggs has it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second down and 3.
Here we go. Why Tony?
Here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go, let's go. 19 Texas.
Throwing now is Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Under. Hey, uno Mars.
Back to throw again. That's to his running back, complete. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Alert the hot. 11.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Why Tony?
Here goes Stroud again.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Here's a diving catch right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, uno.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Stroud out of the gun here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Fire down these 2. Attack.
Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh, a first mistake for him.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
No.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9.
Hey, uno more. Puggy.
Stroud looking to throw. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Here we go. Robin.
Stroud to throw it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Yellow, yellow. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, Ripley.
Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
15, 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Pacheco. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
From 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Hey, south.
Now Stroud.
And some room to maneuver.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Why Tony? 19 Texas. Hey, uno. Hey.
Stroud.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and a couple.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Christian Harris in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Follow me. Easy.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I figure I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football counts.
You're so litigious. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27.
Look the hot.
Throwing now is Stroud.
It's complete to Diggs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Oh, right.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Mahomes. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
South. Under. Hey, south.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
White, Tony.
Now Stroud.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Attack!
Mahomes.